Thank you so much to all of my subscribers and everybody who has liked and commented on the past videos. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your feedback, and of course I appreciate the subscriptions. If you're new around here, I'm Birdie Galaxy. This is the Lunatic Fringe, and I do new moon and full moon horoscopes with tarot iconography to illustrate the zodiac. In this video, we will be discussing the Capricorn full moon, which takes place on July 3rd. Because it's a full moon, that means it is opposite of the sun, which is in Cancer. So this is going to be a Capricorn Cancer experience. So your rising sign determines which house is your Capricorn house and which house is your Cancer house. If you don't know your rising sign, there are many sites that you can look that up on. Just do a quick internet search for rising sign. You will need to know your birth date, birthplace, and specifically birth time in order to figure out your rising sign. So let's get into this. Hello Pisces Rising. This full moon in Capricorn is happening in your 11th house, and because it's a full moon, it also is taking place in your 5th house because the sun is in your 5th house. So let's start with the sun. Of course, we have the sun, which is our vital energy, life force, creativity, and joy, this childlike warmth and energy. And the sun is actually conjunct Mercury. So the sun and Mercury are together during this full moon, really harmonizing and enhancing each other's energy. So that is your 5th house. Your 5th house is your house of fun, play, and romance, and the sun rules the 5th house. So the sun is at home in the 5th house, which really increases and enhances its energy even more. It doesn't have to fight off an unfriendly house or an unfriendly planet. So with the sun and Mercury here, and the sun is in your 5th house every Cancer season, so every year from mid-June to mid-July, the sun lights up your house of fun and recreation and play and joy and romance. So this is really amplifying your creative expression and your communication. This is fostering a heightened sense of self-expression, as well as this urge to share your ideas and your artistic endeavors with others. This alignment can also bring about a period of intellectual stimulation. Mercury is all about the mind and intellect. This might encourage you to engage in more playful and more intellectually stimulating activities that will ultimately bring you joy and pleasure. So this is all about the sun shining in your 5th house. Cancer season for you is all about fun and games, joy, romance, and pleasure. Now we bring the moon into the mix. The moon is the high priestess, and this is the energy of intuition, of spirituality, of inner wisdom, of mothering and that feminine energy or feminine cycles. So the moon is opposite in Capricorn, and the opposite of the 5th house is the 11th house. The 11th house is community, organizations, group involvement, the feeling of belonging within a group, as well as knowing how you stand out within that group dynamic. You've got the heightened focus on your self-expression over here. So this can really, when we have a full moon, the energy is pulling apart. So we have you expressing yourself creatively is maybe pulling away from or having a bit of a conflict with who you are within a group dynamic, or identifying within a community or some kind of social organization, as well as the high hopes and dreams you have for yourself. So there's a bit of conflict going on there, or a bit of tension between these two things. So this might bring about this heightened focus on your creative self, your creative self-expression, as well as emotional fulfillment. This can potentially lead to a desire to engage in your artistic endeavors or pursue much more romantic type of interests. You have a lot of emotion involved here, so this isn't just something that you want, it's a very deep desire. So this configuration can also bring tension between your personal desires, your personal need for self-expression, and your social connection. This can highlight the need to strike this balance between your individuality And the responsibilities, you have this individual desire of expression, but you might have some responsibilities here with groups or with organizations or with these associations or with your friends or friend activities. Perhaps you've overcommitted yourself and you just want to pull back and be on your own for a while, but you need to find that balance. When we have full moons, it's really showing us the need to balance between two major areas of our life. Next up, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is the wheel of fortune, and this is the energy of growth, expansion, changes, cycles, destiny. Jupiter is in Taurus. This is your third house. The third house is your house of communication. It's also the house of siblings and cousins, or those on that generational tier of your family tree. So the Jupiter is making a 60-degree aspect to the sun over here in your fifth house. So the 60-degree aspects are opportunities. They open doors. So this can really be inspiring you to share your artistic talents and to engage in enthusiastic and expansive type of conversations that can promote your personal growth and your healing. Jupiter's all about expansion, so it's really trying to expand your mind. Now the moon is also making an aspect to Jupiter. It's 120 degrees away, and that's a trine, and trines are good luck. They bring good luck. So this can really enhance that communication skill. It's facilitating your expression of your ideas and knowledge, and it's potentially resulting in some very successful endeavors, as well as major intellectual growth and stimulation. Okay, Pisces, next up we have Saturn. Saturn is the world. This is completion, fulfillment, harmony, getting the job done. Saturn is a very disciplined energy. So Saturn is in Pisces, which is your first house. This is really bringing that Saturnian energy to who you are as an individual. Saturn is retrograde, which means it's a time of reflection, of re-evaluating, re-examining. Think retrograde, words with R-E, regurgitate, regenerate, refund. Anything you can think of is usually, when you think of a retrograde and a planet in retrograde, these are the things that come to mind. It's a re-evaluation and a reflection. We are returning to something. So this is really encouraging you to bring that stability and discipline to your social connections, to your social aspirations, or your high hopes and dreams for yourself, period. This is allowing you to focus on these long-term goals and responsibilities, and this is really enabling you to build this solid foundation for personal growth and for achievement by the opportunities that are coming through your social connections. So again, when we have the full moons bring tension, they bring conflict, and they're really about showing us how we can balance. So here you have this need to balance your personal self-expression with the need for maintaining your responsibilities and the things that you've committed yourself to in this social situation or group dynamic or community involvement. Okay, moving on, Pisces. So now we have Venus and Mars. Venus is the Empress. This is the energy of abundance, nurturing, and creativity. And then we have Mars, which is action, upheaval, crisis, and revelation. These are both in Leo, which is your sixth house. Your sixth house is your house of daily work, of daily routines, of schedules, of your work environment. So with Venus and Mars conjuncting, which means their energy is harmonizing and working together, in Leo, in your sixth house, this can really bring about a surge of confidence and assertiveness in matters relating to your work, to your health, as well as your daily routines. This can really inspire you to take charge of your daily routines and to pursue any career goals that you have with passion and with vigor. So this can really lead to potential advancements as well as recognition in your professional career. Now, Venus and Mars are squaring off with Uranus. Uranus is the energy of the Fool. Unexpected changes, spontaneity, beginnings, innocence. Uranus is also in Taurus, next to Jupiter, bringing that Uranian energy to this whole mix. So Uranus is 90 degrees away from Venus and Mars. 90 degrees is a square, and squares can be conflicts. They can bring challenges. They can bring obstacles. So what this is doing is it can really be leading to some unexpected changes in your communication style. Uranus brings unexpected changes. This can bring some very unexpected interactions within your local situation, your local sphere, your local community. So this might be a time where you might experience a powerful blend of passion, of innovation, and unconventional ideas. You've got passion and power and unconvention all going on here with these 3 planets. This can really prompt you to embrace new methods of expression and to revolutionize your approach to your daily routines, to your work life, to your work situation, as well as to your community connections. Now, Jupiter in your 3rd house, expanding your mind, is 60 degrees away from Saturn in your 1st house, bringing that discipline energy to who you are and your self-expression. 60 degrees are sextiles, they bring opportunity. So this is bringing an opportunity to expand your communication skills, as well as this is encouraging a harmonious blend of practicality and creativity, which can really lead to fulfillment in collaborations and the development of a strong personal presence. So this can really lead to a harmonious blend of practicality and creativity, which can lead to fruitful collaborations and a development of a strong personal presence. Okay, lastly, we have Pluto is back in Capricorn and Neptune is in your 1st house. These 2 are 60 degrees away from each other, again, creating opportunity. A sextile creates opportunity. So this can really be a period of profound spiritual transformation and a heightened intuition. You've got Neptune is very spiritual, and so is Pisces, and Neptune is at home in Pisces. So this is really heightening that spiritual transformation. It's heightening your intuition, your intuitive capabilities, and this can really lead to a deeper understanding of your own identity and purpose of who you are and how you need to be going about the world and how you look at the world. This alignment can also bring opportunities for powerful connections and collaborations with like-minded individuals. So you're really opening up opportunity in a social circle for finding people who maybe think like you or even look like you or function in the world the way that you do. So this can really enable you to manifest your ambitions and your ideas. The 11th house is all about high hopes and dreams and goals, so Pluto here is really bringing power to that. So it can really allow you to manifest these ambitions and these ideas on a collective level. The 11th house is about the collective, the whole. So you're really stepping into your power here, Pisces. I see so much going on here with growth and new opportunities to step out into the world as a whole new person and really shining and really showing who you are. The sunlight is shining on your ability to be playful and romantic and have fun. The moon is bringing that emotion out in it and really allowing you to get a strong emotional stability and fulfillment from that play. You've got a lot of unexpected changes as well as expansive growth in the way you communicate, in the way that you get your message across, in the way that you think about things, as well as how you interact with siblings and cousins. You have so much power and an amazing opportunity with figuring out who you are. There's a need for more discipline. Maybe that discipline is taking better care of yourself. That discipline could be better grooming. better wardrobe, presenting yourself in a much more palatable way. And I don't mean changing yourself to be palatable to other people, but just presenting yourself in a much more accessible way to everybody else. Some Pisces can be a bit in their own world. You're usually up in the clouds or deep in the ocean or just not in the world. So Saturn here is really reminding you that you are of the world and you need to be part of the world. And that might take some discipline in who you are and how you show up and how you come out there in the world. So, okay, there's so much going on here for you, Pisces. So many wonderful sextiles and trines and just good, happy opportunities. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, following, supporting, all of that. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.